I have the easy dumper on here with the 8-foot bed, regular cab. I put about 7,000 miles on it now, and I couldn't be happier. It's not diesel, but yeah, you know, it's a great starter truck.
All right, man. Christian, C&I Services. What's up, bud? How are you doing?
Brian? Good to see you.
All right, we're hopping right on into it. We don't have a ton of time here. You're here visiting from where again?
I'm from Chicago, visiting grandparents in Ohio, and I had to stop up here, see the compound, and see the new truck too.
Well, thanks, man.
Absolutely.
We're gonna do a little two-part here. Behind you is my new truck, and we can find that video we're gonna be doing on your YouTube channel.
Yep.
What's your YouTube channel?
C&I Services LLC on YouTube.
All right, heck yeah. And today we're gonna take a quick minute. You just got your brand new truck.
Yep.
We know how much you guys enjoy washing trucks and upgrading your company and your business. Before we jump into the truck though, give these guys like the 30-second if they haven't seen you before. I know a lot of guys follow you on IG.
Yeah, for sure.
But what's your background, bro?
Yep, so Christian, C&I Services. I'm out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Started my business in 5th grade. 10 years later, been growing. We have a great crew, 4 trucks, skid steer, dingo. We do some maintenance, and we also do a lot of softscape work, and then pretty decent into snow removal. That's really my passion. At this point, it's just grown, and it's just one of my favorite things. But yeah, so I'm at the point where I'm also a full-time student as well. I'm a student at Purdue University, and I've run my business throughout school for the entire year. So I'm a junior, 21, and yeah, so it was time that I got a new truck. I have 3 other work trucks, and I never had a personal truck. I also have a personal or a work SUV, but between 2 hours a week of school, I drive there and back. It was just time that I kind of upgraded a little bit and kind of threw down. So yeah, that's how I'm at this point.
There you go. And threw down you did. Absolutely beautiful truck. So what are we looking at? I know you're excited about this. You haven't stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
We ordered our trucks about the same time. Took to what, 3 months to get in? 4 months?
Yeah. But, well, I actually got mine before the strike. It was late. It was about late September, and then I think yours was pushed back a couple weeks to November, right?
I lost 5 weeks. The day it was supposed to be built, they went on strike.
Yeah, brutal.
I missed that, and it cost me 6 weeks.
Crazy. Yeah, I think I got mine like 3rd week September, and I ordered it, and I got lucky. But mine's a 23, yours a 24, so that's a little different.
Yours is a 23 then?
Yep. So that's how I was able to get it in, because it was a diesel. So the diesels are a lot longer back order diesel Lariat, that is.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so absolutely beautiful truck. What are we looking at, man? What's the big reveal?
Yeah, so it's 2023 Ford F-350 diesel Lariat, long bed with the crew cab, and it has the ultimate package, which has just more technology basically, which I love. The reason I got the diesel engine was because I wanted really good mileage for traveling. I do a lot of highway driving now with school, going back and forth once a week, and I'm getting like 21 miles a gallon at about 75 miles an hour. So wow, I'm really happy. I just wanted something safe, and honestly, as you would know, like a diesel or XL truck is still in like the mid 50s, and put a diesel that's an extra 10 grand, you're already looking mid 60s, and like at that point I was like, you know, it's more of a personal use truck. I'm using it primarily for work and plowing, but also going back and forth to school. I figured time to throw down, and I got the Lariat with the ultimate package. Heck
yeah, man, it looks absolutely beautiful. We'll do a little interior tour. One question I have, or 2 questions I have for you. Number 1, and we'll get to these in a minute, is why not just rock a $50,000 XL? You know, you could plow also snow in a 20 grand beater. You know, why don't you just do that, Christian? And then number 2, I want to circle back is talking about delayed gratification. This isn't your first truck. This is your 4th, I think you said, truck in your company. And a lot of guys want to rush out the gate and get a truck like this, and this is not how it typically works, or it's not normally the way it works for people that are in business long term.
Absolutely.
So you want to hit on those 2 in a quick minute, or do you want to, let's go check out the interior first.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's milk it for an extra minute. You guys know how the YouTube algorithm works. All right.
Alrighty, yeah. So
I'm just having some fun, by the way.
So this is it's a long bed, which I got because I want to be able to put a salter in and have space for shovel, snowblowers in front still. Yep. With the Lariat Ultimate package, it does come with the power running boards, and it's got all the leather. It's got a heads-up display, which I love, and that's one of the probably Ultimate package as well. Honestly, to me, like high technology is powered windows. So going from a F-550 that had power windows, which I was really hyped for, to now having heated steering wheel.
The F-550 had crank windows.
No, 450 has crank windows.
Oh, okay.
Manual locks. The 550 is an upgrade. It has power windows, power locks, heated mirrors, which is technology, right? No, but for me, this thing is just loaded, and it's super safe, honestly. You take a look, like on the steering wheel, it has all sorts of buttons on it. It's got like adaptive cruise control. It's not like the Tesla, but it keeps you in the lane, and you just have to have a presence. And I mean, it's really nice. Other than that, it's just loaded with tech, really safe. As you would know, the LED headlights, which are like the best thing in the world.
Yep.
And
especially for plowing snow.
Exactly. And then honestly, the new display, the Sync 4, I think it is, it's just a huge screen and it's just sweet. So
there you go.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a really nice truck, really nice sound system. And the best part is after beeping at me, the best part is after many years of listening to music with static, this one has no static. I can hear there's a bass in this thing.
Yep.
There's more than just like a monotone music, so it's just like the simple things. After many years, honestly, I've been driving a 2009 Ford Taurus X SUV for the last 3 years. This kind of hits on one of your topics of delayed gratification. I mean, I would say I've been living below my means. I'm very blessed and I'm very glad the situation I'm in, I put myself in, and others have helped me with, but this was a big decision, and it was not just some, overnight split decision. I've been in a very older vehicle because of my other guys needed the trucks, right? We had the 3 trucks, the 550, 350, and 450, and that was working. So I needed a personal vehicle, a quoting car per se, and that was what my SUV, and I still have it.
So let me just ask you this. Let's piggyback off that. A lot of guys that want to drive that super nice truck, what's your thoughts about reinvesting into the business first? You have skids and mowers and trailers. So talk about your business and how much money you think you probably reinvested in your company over the last 8, 9, 10 years before you got to this point.
Oh, I mean, between the trucks and the skids, you can do the math. It's
hundreds of thousands,
probably. I mean, near approaching $500,000. It's pretty up there, obviously. But yeah, I mean, between all the equipment, we also have the Dingo, which are not cheap, and the skid steer. I mean, all the little stuff, the snow equipment, it all adds up. And this has been a long time coming. I first got my vehicle, it was my first truck was in 2018, or it's 5 years ago.
Is that the red one?
Yeah, the red one.
Okay, yep.
And it's a XLT, just a F-350, great starter truck. I was actually listening to your podcast with those kids, and they said, go big your first truck, and I totally agree, with the Junior Hype House.
Yep.
Yeah, so that truck was a great starting point, and then working up from there. Honestly, the last couple years, it's been a real grind, and just the opportunity presented itself, and I jumped on it.
Well, let me ask you this. Talking about the F-250 that's got a 2004 with 288,000 miles, that's what every kid should get started with. Pay your dues, pay your stripes. Like, I'm all about that. But I saw an Instagram post recently, and somebody was making fun, and they said, oh, a $75,000 truck, that's what some kid needs to be driving. And you said, well, it shouldn't be a flex to be driving some 20-year-old beater.
For sure.
Because that's not a good image for your company, for your crews, for your guys. I totally agree. Everybody's got a different philosophy, but what's your thoughts and approach on that? How do you feel driving this truck versus driving your, what was the other vehicle? Like a
2009 Ford Taurus X. It's an SUV. So honestly, I think you're referring to one of my recent Instagram posts in which I kind of put on spotlight people who said a truck could be too nice to work in, right? And the point of having a truck is for me, is to work. I'm not going to buy, at least not this stage of my business, I'm not going to buy a vehicle that I can't make money with. Everything's an investment. It
Yep.
needs to be, otherwise I won't grow. And for me, the difference between I don't understand why the difference between an XL and a Lariat, it's like a $10,000 difference at best. It takes it from a work truck to a vehicle, oh, it can't be plowed with, right? For me, everything must be plowed with. All of my trucks are extremely customized. Like, this is a custom built. My 450 has a dump body that has the side door, it's got toolboxes, it's got ladder. I mean, it's got everything that I want on it. It's a crew cab. Another thing people say, my trucks are way too long to plow with. I mean, you can look at my content. I don't know, you can tell me if it's too long. My clients say I do a pretty good job, so maybe it's too nice of a truck to plow on, maybe they're too long. I mean, I've been hearing it for years, but honestly, it's whatever works for you guys and whatever works best. I'm not saying that a not nice truck is not a good thing. I'm just saying if somebody's gonna make an investment, if you wanna be proud in it, go ahead. You don't have to say it's too nice to plow on, right?
Right.
And ultimately, that's how it's gonna pay for itself, right? A truck is gonna pay for itself in my business by plowing snow, by landscaping, by doing all that.
Yeah, I mean, this truck right here made me an additional $50,000 plowing snow.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm not trying to flex on anybody. I'm not saying you don't need to just get a 2004 to pull a landscape utility trailer and 2 mowers. That could be totally fine. But for owner operators or smaller companies or folks that are just starting to get out to that next level 2, level 3 size business, where maybe this is more of a sales vehicle, nicer trucks do have a better impression, like it or not, hate it or like it,
For sure.
in the marketplace. When a customer sees you pull up in this versus that 2000 rust bucket, and we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with this guy every time.
Yeah.
Hate it or like it, okay? So that's just the truth. And you said it's not like you're trying to, there's no flex driving around a $250,000 truck looking like some scrub out there. And now, if you have a business that can cash flow and or pay cash for this, that's the idea. So make it a smart business choice. But any additional thoughts on that?
I mean, honestly, it's an asset. It's not a liability, right? So that's why this truck will pay for itself in the next couple of years in snow plowing alone.
Yep.
As you know, it's how it goes with snow.
Yep.
And that's kind of the end case point. You know, it's going to pay for itself. I made an investment, and honestly, I'd rather spend more time doing the work than fixing stuff. I don't have time to fix stuff. I have no interest. I'm not a mechanic. I don't want to be a mechanic, and I want to be mechanically inclined, but I don't need to know how to fix stuff if it doesn't break down, right?
Amen to that.
So,
warranty.
yeah, and honestly, that's why all my trucks are relatively new, low miles, nothing over 70,000 miles.
There you go.
And yeah, so.
Hey, long story short, this was the best decision for you for your business right now.
Yep, at the time.
At the time,
Totally.
all right? For me personally, let's kick it over to video number 2. This red truck, it is an XL. It's 50 on the 75, you know what I mean? This is a regular cab with the extended little crew cab in the back. 8 foot. I got the plain tinted windows, right? It's just an STX.
Right.
This is the next right move for my business right now, okay? I don't need another truck like this. I don't need a truck like this. That's what my business needs right now. So every business is different, and everybody's cash and business and cash flow and finances are different. So this was the next move from my company. All right. Any final thoughts, dude? Appreciate the time. Appreciate the video. Thanks for coming up and hanging out.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you having me here. No, that's about it. You know, be proud of whatever your investment is. Everybody's in their own chapter, and honestly, people get too caught up in what other people are doing or
what other people think.
Totally. I mean, I could have bought this truck 3 years ago. Like, not trying to flex or anything. I could have bought it 3 years ago, but it wasn't the right financial decision, and now it is, right? So
there you go.
That's about it. Everybody's in their chapter.
Love it, bro. We'll keep growing, man. You're doing big things out that way. 10 years to be an overnight success like you are right now.
Yeah, overnight success 10 years later, right?
That's right. Hey, where can people find you? And I think you got a YouTube channel, Instagram?
Yeah. YouTube at C&I Services LLC, and same thing on Instagram, C&I Services LLC. Looks like candy, as Brian would say.
Yep.
Candy Services.
All right, bro. Heck yeah. All right, man. Over and out. Have a beautiful day, guys. We'll catch up with you here on the next one.
Peace.